On this video, I am reading from Matthew chapter 1. I'm sorry, Matthew chapter 5, I should say, verses 3 to 4. I'll be reading the Greek text with grammar, verse by verse, and then the Hebrew. After a verse in the Greek, I'll do a verse in the Hebrew with grammar. So Jesus now is giving the Beatitudes. And it reads, Makarioi hoi petohoi to pneumati. Hati auton estin he basileia on uranon. Happy or blessed are the poor in spirit, for belonging to them is the kingdom of heaven. Makarioi is an adjective, nominative, masculine, plural. Happy ones, we could say. My mind goes to Psalm 1, Ashrei Ha'ish, happy is the man. And so the Greek, happy or blessed are the poor, hoi betohoi, in spirit. To pneumati is your dative singular, from pneuma, third declension noun, pneuma, pneumatos, pneumanti. So happy ones are the poor in spirit, those that have need and that are not rich in terms of feeling they have everything all together. Poor in spirit. Hate auton estin he basileia ton uranon. Because belonging to them, auton is a genitive plural, third person pronoun, but genitive plural. Because of them, or belonging to them, is the kingdom of the heavens, or the kingdom of heaven. Estin is your present indicative active third person singular from me. And basileia is a feminine noun with the feminine article he, followed by the genitive ton uranon, that is the kingdom of heaven. And the Hebrew reads, Ashrei Aniye Ruach, Ki Lahim Melchut HaShemayim. Happy ones, reminds me again of Psalm 1, Ashrei Ha'ish. But happy ones, Aniye, are the humble or the poor, Ruach, the poor of spirit. Two nouns in construct, one a masculine plural in construct, and the poor of spirit, ki lahim melchut hashemayim, for to them. Notice the lamed, the inseparable preposition, followed by him, the pronominal suffix, third masculine plural, personal pronominal suffix. Belonging to them is the Malchut Hashemayim. Malchut means kingdom, and it's in construct with Hashemayim. Is the kingdom of the heavens, or the kingdom of heaven. So humility, I think, is what this is about, that the Lord wants his disciples to have. And then in verse 4, Makarioi hoi pinthuntes, hati autoi parakletes, paraklethesantai, that is, happy ones are the ones who mourn, because they shall be comforted. Notice pinthuntes is from the root pentheo, to mourn. We have a participle, a present active participle, nominative masculine singular from pentheo. So happy are the ones who are mourning, because Again, the causative, they shall be comforted. From parakaleo, paraklethesantai is your future indicative passive third person plural from parakaleo, for they shall be comforted. And then the Hebrew reads, Ashrei ha'avelim kihem yenuchamu. Happy are the mourners, because they, yenuchamu, shall be comforted. This is from the root nacham, to comfort. It is a pual, imperfect, third masculine plural from nacham. Notice the shavah and the kibbutz, indicative of your pual stem. So happy are the mourners, for they shall be comforted. Mourning here, possibly for one's own sins and for just feeling down or sad, knowing that when one wants to please the Lord, they shall be comforted, seems to be the encouragement that the Lord is giving. Often, people who follow the Lord 100% will have different struggles, and whatever those are, it's if one is faithful to the Lord, Jesus says they shall be comforted. And then verse 5, Makarioi hoi praes, blessed are the gentle, hati autoi plerana mesusin tain gain, for they shall inherit the earth. Plerana to inherit here. Notice again, there is a blessing pronounced upon those who are gentle. The Lord puts a premium on gentleness. This is like a horse under control. And I remember years ago, I was on a horse one time and it ran away with me and really scared me. And from that point on, even that day, they put me on a slow horse, and that was a blessing. The slow horse was gentle, but the runaway horse, it was a quarter horse, and the person that let me borrow the horse, I don't think was aware of it. It was a new person working. So gentleness is like a runaway horse. Excuse me, the opposite of gentleness. The horse that replaced that with me was a very gentle. He just lumbered along. And so happy are the gentle, not the machoistic and all of that, but the gentle, for they shall inherit the earth. Plerana meo, here we have the future indicative active third person plural from plerana meo. They shall inherit the earth. And the Hebrew of verse 5 reads, Ashrei ha'anavim ki hema yirshu ha'aretz. Blessed are the gentle ones, for they, yirshu ha'aretz, they shall inherit the earth. The root here is yarash, to inherit, a peinun verb, an original peinun verb, because the yod, pei yod verb, I should say, because the yod continues in the imperfect, cow imperfect, third masculine singular in Yarash, for they will inherit the earth. And then the next verse is, blessed are Makarioi hoi peinon tes kai dipson tes tain de kayasunen hate al toi kortas te santai. Blessed are the ones who are hungering and thirsting after righteousness, because they shall be filled. Here again, we have two participles, penon test, from penao, to hunger. So happy are those who are hungering. We have a present participle, nominative masculine singular, from penao, to hunger, and dipsao, to thirst. Another present participle, nominative masculine plural. Both are plural, I should say. Uh, so happy are the ones who are hungering and thirsting, understood here, for righteousness. That is a lifestyle that's right and pleasing to the Lord, because they, kortaste santai, they shall be filled. From kortazo, to fill, future indicative passive, third person plural, from kortazo. And then, just looking at the Hebrew, ashrei hare'evim v'haseme'im, Latzdaka ki hem yisba'u. Happy are the ones that are hungry and thirsting for righteousness. In other words, those that have that characteristic. And righteousness, tzedakah, again, is doing what is right and what is just and what is pleasing to the Lord. Ki haim, for they, yisba'u, they shall be filled. From sabah, to fill, and here we have a cow, imperfect, third masculine plural, from sabah. So what a beautiful series of beatitudes that stress the whole thought of being humble in spirit, mourning, knowing when that happens, the Lord will comfort, being gentle in our relationship with others, and hungering and thirsting after righteousness. May that be our goal as disciples of Jesus Christ. This is what he wants us to be and to look like.